5 archaeological discoveries that shock science. Human history is full of mysteries, and over the centuries, archaeologists have often encountered discoveries that left them astonished. During excavations, certain findings have not only revealed tragic stories of life and death, but also raised countless questions about ancient civilizations and their customs. From evidence of large-scale massacres to distressing remnants of lost civilizations and mummies preserved in their final moments, these discoveries offer a fascinating yet unsettling glimpse into the past. In this video, we will explore 5 shocking and sorrowful archaeological discoveries that even seasoned scientists could never have imagined. So what are these discoveries? Let's find out now. 5. Skeleton with a glass bottle between its legs. At the beginning of 2021, archaeologists carried out a large-scale excavation at a historical cemetery in Hull, East Yorkshire, England. This burial site was used for funeral ceremonies between 1783 and 1861. And during the excavation, researchers came across a puzzling discovery that remains unexplained. While digging up an ancient grave on Castle Street in downtown Hull, as part of the A63 project, a £355 million infrastructure effort aimed at improving traffic in the area, a team of 70 archaeologists unearthed an unusual skeleton. Unlike the thousands of skeletons previously discovered at the site, this one had a peculiar detail. A blue glass bottle was positioned between its legs. To add to the mystery, the bottle was almost completely filled with an unidentified brown liquid. Another intriguing aspect was the inscription on the bottle, which read Hull Infirmary. This led researchers to believe that the object had been deliberately placed in the grave at the time of burial. This cemetery is one of the largest post-medieval archaeological sites ever found in northern England, and the discovery of the bottle left many experts astonished. According to Katie Dahlman, the excavation supervisor, it is common to find objects such as rings, coins, clothing, and even household items in burial sites. However, this particular case stood out due to the bottle's unusual positioning and the fact that it was sealed and filled with liquid. The inscription on the glass provided archaeologists with some clues about the remains. They belonged to a woman who was around 60 years old at the time of her death. Further examinations revealed that she had suffered from rickets and osteoporosis before she passed away. In an attempt to identify the composition of the mysterious liquid, samples were sent for analysis at Nottingham Trent University. The results showed the presence of sodium, potassium, and phosphorus, leading scientists to consider the possibility that it could be urine. But what does this mean? Why was the bottle placed there? And if the liquid is not urine, what else could it be? These questions continue to puzzle archaeologists and scientists. Katie Dahlman mentioned that another theory is currently being investigated. The liquid might be a type of phosphate-based tonic that was popular in the 19th century and used as a treatment for various diseases, including tuberculosis. However, experts have yet to reach a definitive conclusion and are continuing tests in hopes of solving this mystery. 4. Giant egg found by the riverbank. One morning, a farmer named Mato Suarez, who lived in the town of Carlos Spadoni, Argentina, was walking along the riverbank when he stumbled upon a strange object. The item stood out due to its oval shape and unusually large size, as well as its dark, scaly surface. When he touched it, Mato noticed that the shell was extremely hard, similar to the texture of stone. The discovery left him both intrigued and uneasy. Driven by curiosity, he decided to take the mysterious object home and show it to his wife, Lucia. Lucia was just as astonished by the find. The couple began to wonder if it could really be an egg. If so, the creature inside must have been enormous. To get a better understanding, they called some neighbors over to examine it. At first, many thought Mato was joking, but after seeing the object up close, everyone began speculating about its origins. Some believed it was a dinosaur egg, while others suggested it might contain a long-lost treasure. A team of archaeologists was sent to examine the object, and their analysis revealed that it was not a dinosaur egg, but rather the fossilized shell of a glyptodont, a distant relative of modern armadillos. The shell had been buried under layers of earth and mud, only to be revealed after heavy rains had washed away part of the natural covering. The glyptodont was an armored mammal that lived during the Pleistocene epoch, and could reach sizes comparable to a Volkswagen Beetle. Like today's armadillos, the Glyptodon had a tough shell composed of more than 1,000 interlocking bony plates, forming an almost impenetrable shield. Additionally, it had a pointed tail, which served as a weapon against predators. The largest specimens of this species could weigh up to 2 tons. Originating in South America around 20 million years ago, these herbivores lived near rivers and fed on vegetation. However, around 10,000 years ago, with the arrival of humans, Glyptodonts became heavily hunted. People used their shells to make shields and even build shelters. Over time, relentless hunting led to the species' extinction approximately 4,000 years ago. 3. Monk's tomb containing dolphin remains. In September 2017, archaeologists made a surprising discovery on Chapelle d'Amhieu, a small island off the coast of Guernsey. This site, once inhabited by medieval monks, revealed an intriguing find during excavations: a tomb containing the remains of a dolphin. The discovery caught scientists off guard and raised many unanswered questions. The tomb was buried at a significant depth and had been carefully built using stones found on the island, forming a well-structured rectangular grave. One peculiar detail was the tomb's orientation, aligned along a northeast-southwest axis, which is unusual for a burial site. Additionally, the tomb was located near the ruins of a structure that archaeologists believe may have been a medieval chapel. During the excavation, researchers also uncovered pottery and flint tools, dating back to both prehistoric and medieval periods. However, the most puzzling aspect of the find was, without a doubt, the presence of the dolphin remains. According to historical records, dolphins were consumed as food during the Middle Ages, particularly between the 13th and 14th centuries. There is evidence that they were hunted and prepared for human consumption. What made this discovery so enigmatic was the fact that the animal was buried in a tomb, something highly unusual for a creature that would typically have been slaughtered and eaten. Experts have proposed several hypotheses to explain this finding. One possibility is that the monks attempted to preserve the dolphin's meat with salt, but the process failed, leading them to bury it. Another theory suggests that the burial might have been part of a special religious ritual involving the animal. Archaeologist Dr. Philip de Jersey, an expert in the field, pointed out that the pottery found near the tomb dates back to the 14th century. However, the mystery does not end there. The dolphin remains were affected by the soil's pH level, making it difficult for scientists to determine their exact age. This factor has contributed to turning this discovery into an unresolved archaeological mystery. 2. 2,500-year-old shopping complex. A recent archaeological discovery has amazed the scientific community. Researchers uncovered the remains of one of the oldest shopping complexes ever recorded, located in the ancient city of Argos in northern Greece. This structure, estimated to be around 2,500 years old, consists of a large colonnade or possibly an archway stretching approximately 131 feet, covering a bustling walkway filled with shops. This find is one of the most remarkable examples of ancient commercial architecture, providing valuable insights into the economic practices and daily life of the time. The shopping complex comprises 7 rooms of similar dimensions, each measuring about 16 feet wide, 23 feet deep, and 8 feet high. The walls were built using stone blocks and different construction techniques, suggesting that merchants likely hired various groups of workers to design and construct the space. Additionally, archaeologists discovered numerous ancient coins, decorated pottery, and other artifacts scattered throughout the site, offering important clues about trade and daily life in ancient Argos. Researchers believe that this area may reveal even more significant findings in future excavations. Geophysical studies suggest that deep layers of structures and artifacts remain buried, presenting a valuable opportunity to further explore the region's history and culture. Arches were a common architectural feature in Greek cities between the 3rd and 1st centuries BCE, but the structure discovered in Argos stands out as one of the oldest and best preserved examples from that period. The ancient city of Argos, situated on a hilltop, remained unknown until 1992, when archaeologist Pierre Amandri from the University of Montreal began excavations at the site. Research suggests that the city was founded around 655 BCE and may have been the first Greek colony on the Adriatic coast. For this reason, experts believe this discovery will be crucial in understanding the grandeur of ancient Greek civilization and will help inspire a renewed interest in archaeological research among future generations. 1. The petrified bodies of Pompeii. The city of Pompeii, located near Naples, Italy, was founded between the 7th and 6th centuries BCE by the Oscans, a people native to central Italy. After undergoing several changes throughout history, the city came under Roman control in the 1st century BCE and flourished under their rule. However, on August 24, 79 CE, life in Pompeii came to a sudden halt when Mount Vesuvius erupted. Within hours, the city was buried under a thick layer of ash, stones, and lava, leaving it forgotten beneath the ruins for centuries. It wasn't until 1748 that Pompeii was rediscovered, sparking a series of excavations that would reveal an astonishing snapshot of life at the height of the Roman Empire. Although the eruption was a catastrophe for the city's inhabitants, for archaeologists, it became a true time capsule. The thick layer of ash preserved not only buildings such as houses, villas, markets, theaters, and public baths, but also thousands of valuable artifacts and frescoes that depict the culture and customs of the time. During the early excavations, researchers occasionally found empty spaces within the ash layers that contained human bones. Italian archaeologist Giuseppe Fiorelli realized that these voids were molds left by decomposed bodies and developed an innovative technique to fill them with plaster, recreating the exact forms of the victims at the moment of their deaths. The results were both astonishing and haunting. The preserved body positions varied, but they all conveyed despair and agony. Many victims were found in fleeing postures or embracing loved ones in their final moments. Although time has erased the details of their faces, the anguish in their expressions remains evident. Even animals suffered the same fate, such as a dog that was believed to have been chained and unable to escape. The brutality of the disaster is also reflected in a mass grave, where bodies were piled on top of one another, making it impossible to reconstruct their individual forms. At the time of the eruption, Pompeii had an estimated population of around 20,000 people. Some managed to escape, but many were caught off guard and were unable to survive the catastrophe. In addition to the petrified bodies, the frescoes and artworks found among the ruins provide invaluable details about daily life in the city. Today, about 2/3 of Pompeii has been excavated. The archaeological site is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and receives nearly 3 million visitors annually, making it one of Italy's most popular historical destinations. These archaeological discoveries are truly astonishing and show us how mysterious and terrifying humanity's past can be. Which one surprised you the most? Leave your comment below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content. See you next time.